on them. That's what we're gonna do. If you want to be right, then be right, but do it without the name calling. That's all we ask. To everyone.
Let's go to the next call. You dummy.
Asshole.
Hey man, it's Corey calling again. While I'm on the topic of just ranting, this is about as good a time as any to go ahead and say, shut the hell up about Justin Fields and what we should have done and all this and that.
Hey.
Jaycee Horn was our pick. Jaycee Horn is on our team. Jaycee Horn is an elite player. Period. Point blank. That's it. Okay? Like, we don't have a quarterback still. I understand. We need a quarterback to win. I get it. Quarterbacks are more valuable than defensive backs. Okay. But, like, that doesn't negate the flight. I don't get it, man. Like, I don't know what people were expecting or what. Like, Justin Fields comes out and it's finally looking like good. Once again, he's looking good. He has not looked amazing this season. That motherfucker can run his ass off. Like, one of the most, like, electric runners in the NFL. But he's still got a lot to get better at to be considered a quote-unquote franchise quarterback. I think he will get there. I think he's going to be great. But the way that people are just, like, talking and stamping like it's a done deal and that we just made the wrong choice. First of all, we were never going to draft the motherfucker. We traded for Sam Darnold. We traded 3 picks for Sam Darnold less than a month before. Do y'all know how mad y'all would have been if we traded 3 picks for a 24-year-old quarterback and then drafted another quarterback in the top 10 of the same year? Like, that would have just been a terrible allocation of resources. Whether you believe it or not, the team last year believed that Sam Darnold was going to be the guy. They went all in on this motherfucker, traded for him, and extended him for his 5th-round option. He was never 5th-year option. He was never, ever going to be drafted a rookie first-round top 10 quarterback and then just have him breathing out his neck all training camp and all season. As soon as he throws the pick, we call him a Justin Fields. Like Matt Rule didn't even like bring in anybody to compete with Sam Darnold like on the veteran tip because he wanted Sam to have the job and have the confidence and go out there with knowing that the full team was behind him. Why the fuck would we ever draft it was never going to happen. But like it or not, it was never going to happen. So I don't know why we're still harping on it almost 2 years later when, again, the player we drafted is great. That motherfucker is great. So, like, we crying over spilled milk and shit that does not pertain to this team at all anymore. And every time you see Justin Fields make a great play, you don't have to think about, how we could have had him. Because guess what, man? We got somebody on our team just making plays too. Yeah, good win. I'm hyped up this morning. I'm tired of the bad takes, man. Y'all I don't know. We have great players on the team, and I feel like motherfuckers are splitting hairs. They want it to be something else. And it's like I don't be happy with what we got because it's better than what it's been doing, man. Like, we're on the up and up. We're on the upswing. I feel like we got good things to talk about as a fan base. So y'all keep coming out on great content, man. Keep on.
Absolutely, man. I mean, look, how about this? You know how I said earlier that PFF, we just use their numbers when they back up?
It's going to be Brian Burns, like the best defensive end in the history of the world.
Jaycee Horn, according to PFF, among cornerbacks, he has the lowest passer rating allowed, 5.8. So guess what, dude? Jaycee Horn's the best corner in the NFL. I don't want to hear shit about it. Am I wrong? No. I don't give a shit, dude. I agree with the caller. To all the fans that are like, oh, we should have had Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields. I wanted him at the time. And guess what? I was wrong. Jaycee Horn is a badass. He is a staple of our defense. And I'm not sorry about nothing, Greg.
No. I agree with you 100%. This is on something totally different. Look at the number 2 name on that list. And remember, go back and check the tapes. This guy loved him. Yeah, look at the number 2 guy on that list. James Bradbury, baby.
Instead of him.
Huh?
Guess who we chose instead of James Bradbury? Anybody remember? I think
we chose James Bradbury. We
drafted we let him go in free agency.
Oh, Dante Jackson, right?
I think that was when we paid Shaq.
Yeah, because we let Bradbury walk and we paid Shaq more money.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
but Bradbury's just been a solid player. He was pretty solid in New York.
Hey,
now he's on a good team.
I think Shaq's like his 3rd year in a row of having 100+ tackles. So I mean, look, I know we shit on Shaq.
Yeah. No. Like those days. I mean, is Shaq? He hasn't filled the shoes. Of what we. That's it. That's the only reason. Until we get a linebacker that is like transcendent again, Panther fans. It's just going to be like with Cam. Luke and TD created this. We've had a history of great linebackers for the Carolina Panthers, whether it was Witherspoon and Dan Morgan to John Beeson and Thomas Davis to Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly. We've had this like great run of linebackers, and Shaq, we were hoping was just going to continue that. And it's just kind of a hard run to continue. So it's just like this until we get the next Luke Kuechly and the next Cam. We're going to be talking about Cam and Luke Kuechly. Next call.
Every time somebody brings up Brian Burns, Tony got to talk about Julius Peppers and Von Miller. Those are two of the best edge rushers of all time. What are we talking about? Damn. Reset the market. Somebody else is going to reset it in another year. That's how this shit works.
All right. I mean, fair point. Where do you think, here's a tough question, and it's going to be tough for the young cats to answer. Where does Brian Burns, where does he fit in the pantheon of Panther defensive ends historically? I mean, obviously you're going to have to say this is that Julius Peppers is the number one. You could argue that there was those 90s guys. We had Kevin Green, who had 15 sacks for us, but that was at that latter end of his career. There was also one other dude that we got that had a good year. I think he was a free Gilbert. But think about this is like, what is the pantheon in the order? Not even the order, but what's the top? And is Brian Burns, where is he on that list? Is you got to think of names like Julius Peppers. You got to think of names like Charles Johnson. I think Mike Rucker is going to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Hardy, whether we like it or not.
Greg Hardy had, maybe for two seasons.
Yeah, 2 seasons for him.
So I think you have to put Brian Burns ahead of Greg Hardy now, but just because if he has one more season of being a valuable member of the team, who else are there? Somebody else can give me a name that I'm probably missing. I knew we had Pep, Johnson, Rucker. Who do we have in the 03 season? It was Rucker and Peppers? That was the two,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Chris Jenkins up the middle. So, like, maybe is Brian Burns top 4 all-time defensive end for the Carolina Panthers? Are you guys ready to say that?
I don't think you're ready to say that yet. I think he's on the path to be there. You got to remember he's only in his 4th or 5th year, and those other guys you're talking about played 8-9 years.
Yeah, Greg,
Carolina,
big money. Played a good 8 years.
Yeah,
easy. Buckner. Oh no, it's Buckner and Jenkins. So yeah, maybe. You know what? He might be. Great question to answer. We're gonna have to do some research on that question about who are the best defensive ends of all time in Carolina Panthers history, and is Kevin Green's man. Kevin Green had 2 15-sack seasons, I believe, or 14. Like he had a big, even though he was at the end of his term and he was doing wrestling and stuff or whatever. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. All right. Last 2 calls of the night so far, it looks like. And then we've got a couple more things to talk about and we'll get out of here. Ice some people up too.
Yeah, this is Tim Estes. I just had to call and say Pat McAfee ain't got shit on the C3 Panther Nation podcast.
Wow.
Tim is a motherfucking man, bro. We love you, dog.
Great member of the C3 fam. All right, last call.
Hey, yo, me, C-Dog.
C-Dog.
What's the last call?
I wasn't even going to call in, man. I was just sitting back listening to this show. And my man got down calling in talking about that. Hold on real quick before I even get started with my rant. When you come in here, make sure you got to hit the like button. Make sure you got to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? These boys always putting out great content. We got this Terrific Tuesday, another great show on Tuesday. Then we got them Free for All Friday coming up Friday. Call in, you know what I'm saying? Cash out, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, man, real short and sweet. Man, I don't be gonna call me that, man. old buddy got there calling and got there get them off from the G baby man.
Oh,
Everybody got a goddamn right to their own goddamn opinion. Men got that G baby got them be having different opinions a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I still got to give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? But my man got them who was up here disrespecting G baby man. I don't want to hear you no more up here talking about them with that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Right up, I really trying to hear that shit. You know, motherfuckers got
C-Dog the peacekeeper.
Stuff sometimes. They got their telephone or internet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got them. You got them face to face. You got them G baby. You won't really I'm talking like that. You know what I'm saying? So that, hey man, we got them cool down. We got them get back in your lane and talk football. You know what I'm saying? Nah, all this rah-rah bullshit that you know you won't face this man face to face. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? But with that,
it's a good family call right here.
Got that Steve Wilkes doing a goddamn great job. We're gonna keep pounding the goddamn ball. We're gonna goddamn keep stacking this shit. Like goddamn coach say, goddamn go ahead and hire him full time. Shit, go ahead and pay Brian Burns. Shit, he worth it. He got down playing on shows. We get about 15 sacks this season. Shit, it's good up in games, but we're gonna see. Then and Trey got that Dante Jackson in the off season. We don't need him. Anyways, everybody have a great night. You come in here, hit the like button. Come in here, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a great night. Keep pounding. See dog 19.
Hey, C-Dog. Dude,
Peacekeeper, like you said.
Dude, C-Dog is that chill ass uncle who's been around the block. He's always gonna keep it real with you. C-Dog is the man. He's like, hey, respect each other's differences of opinions and keep it moving, man. And more importantly, like he said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, show some love to the C3 Panther Podcast. And yeah, man, it's like we should all be on good vibes, right? No matter what.
Right now, I mean, first of all, there's there's a few people that, again, we want to remind you guys that we're not sports journalists. I'm not a football expert. I'm an expert football fan. This is a show that is meant to be passionate, to be opinionated, and to have those opinions that fans do, right? So, look, I love the intercaller jesting to a degree. I love the bets that people make on this. I love the poking and the jokes and the imitating people's voices. So, yeah, like, look, his family's getting spats, but here we're going to, I just listen to C-Dog. Just listen to C-Dog. And I want to give a shout out. A couple of things is tomorrow